So I've been scammed by DaVinci Resolve because every time I record a voiceover, it has to be cut in half. So by the time I'm done recording and I'm looking back at the video, I'm already doing the outro. So you're clicking on my video and then thanks for watching, guys. I love you guys. And I've seen the next video. What do you mean I've seen the next video? Let me have the whole audio voiceover session. I don't know if you hear it, but my voice is already tired. You know, I've, I probably should be drinking more water, but man, man, jeez Louise. Record the whole voiceover, please. Anyways, I'm back and I just want to talk about something, or I guess I want to break something to you guys. If you've seen Love Bugs, then I'm sorry. You're a cuck. And if you see the thumbnail, if I'm not lazy, and you see the thumbnail, and I made it into a love bug, you are still a cuck. If you weren't a cuck, then you are now. Am I a cuck for looking at the photo, having to find the love bug photo? Yes. Am I proud? No. But what are the odds you haven't seen a love bug? It's spring, it's the love bug season. What are the odds you haven't seen a love bug? Surely you've seen love bugs when you were in elementary school and you were in the car rider section and you just see the wall just plastered with love bugs. The most disgusting thing I can ever, the most disgusting thing I've seen in my life was the car rider. In the car rider section, the wall is just plastered with love bugs. Now you don't want to fly. Now you don't want to fly. Okay, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself, but yeah. If you've seen love bugs in your life, again, I'm sorry, but you are now Sneeko. And you don't have to pull a chair or anything, you don't have to watch them, you could just look away. Are you still a cuck? Yes. Am I still a cuck? Yes, unfortunately. But the thing I'm gonna talk about is more than just cucks, cause if you think about it, love bugs have sex while flying. Why? Is it more pleasurable that way? Be honest. Is it? Cause hear me out. If you're a male love bug, your penis isn't big, you're a bug, it's probably as thin as a hair, as like human hair, or maybe even thinner. Let's be honest, it's probably even thinner. That your penis has to go against your weight. Now, maybe the penis of male love bugs, are like, you know, are just have strong muscle mass or whatever, Um but isn't it wouldn't it be easy to just like accidentally snap it off your body? Cuz you're flying, you're flopping in the air, the woman is, flying for you. You're just there. You're just you're doing nothing. And just to put this into perspective, imagine if humans had sex like that. The females are flying and you're just flopping in the air, you know, arms and legs spread apart, just like flopping. You can't control yourself because the wind resistance is too strong. And all you have to anchor yourself with is your penis inside of your female friend. Um and and you have to fight against gravity, right? So by the end of it, it feels like your skin is being pulled, and maybe at the end of it you look down and you see that you gained a couple inches of foreskin. But does that seem fun, pleasurable? So, just to make sure, I searched up in the on the internet, how do love bugs have sex? Or, why do love bugs stick together? And I'll be honest, I didn't use private browsing. I used public browsing. I'm proud. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of trying to learn. I'm proud of trying to get smarter. I'm proud of gaining knowledge. While you guys are scared or embarrassed of gaining knowledge. If you were me, you would have searched that in the private browsing. Let's be honest here. But anyways, that's not a part of the discussion. So apparently, the reason why they stick together is because the male does have his schlong in the female love bug. So how do they stick together? How do they not fall off? Okay. Apparently the male is just stuck inside her. Because I did search again in the public browsing. I did search, what if you pull the love bugs apart? Apparently you can kill them. Okay? You can kill them. If you pull them apart, you can get the insides of the woman, female love bug to just exit her body, which is crazy. Like, at that point, why are you flying? You're just risking everything. Just have sex on like a landing strip or a leaf or whatever. Just anywhere safe, anywhere with the solid ground. And what's worse is the male isn't even flying. He's done. Once he's inside, he's not flying anymore. It's just the male's job to fly. All right. And I don't know about you guys, I'm not sexist. I don't want to say that, right? But like, you know, sexist people, they say females can't fly, can't drive or whatever. They might be right at this point. Because why? If you're flying, you're trying to keep yourself safe, right? I'm driving at Mach 4 speed down the highway. Why are you driving towards my windshield? Why are you flying towards my windshield? Let's give the male love bug a chance at flying. How about that? How about the female just do nothing? Again, I'm not sexist. I love females. Um, I don't love female love bugs though. Because why are you flying towards my car? You have a death wish? You're technically, driving someone, right? You have a passenger. You're gonna kill your passenger. You're gonna kill your chances of having offspring. Again, why are you driving towards my car? I don't understand it, you know? And to the male love bug, I'm so sorry. Cause all your girlfriend has to do is just fly a little higher. Why are you flying towards my windshield? By the way, my windshield is tinted, all right? So it's not like it looks like just clear glass, right? It's not like, oh, this looks like I could drive or fly through it. I don't know why I keep saying drive for fly, but whatever. It looks like I could fly through this windshield. It looks like I could drive again. It looks like I could fly through this dark windshield that definitely looks like I can't fly through it. Bro, like, come on. And what's worse is Whenever they crash into my windshield, I have to hear the little thump on the windshield. I have to hear I have to hear that on the windshield. I don't care. I don't care if you crash into my windshield. How about you don't make that noise and continue flying elsewhere? This is just crazy, you know? So the female commits murder. The male dies along with the female, obviously. Maybe, maybe they don't die on the spot, but they do get separated, so they do die eventually. So the females are mass murderers. Not mass murderers, but so they're just murderers. So love bugs commit murder and premarital sex. I don't know if love bugs believe in God, you know. I don't know if they believe in Jesus Christ. But I mean, at that point, you might be going to hell. They might be going to hell for that. Maybe the male has a chance at purgatory, but the female, man, that's like two grave sins right there. I think. So like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't look like a good deal. Having sex in the air, because clearly it's dangerous for them. Clearly, the female doesn't know how to drive, fly. This is embarrassing, by the way. I keep on saying drive for fly. You know that just goes to show that I'm a real human being. I don't fly at all. I drive. But yeah, I mean, back to the cuck stuff. I mean, who wants to be a cuck, right? I want to be the man in the driver's seat. I don't want to be the passenger. I don't want to be the third wheel. I want to be the driver's seat. Okay, wait, I don't want to be the driver's seat. I want to be the man in the driver's seat. Okay? Again, I don't want to be the driver's seat. Cuz the man would be sitting on me, so, that's a little gay. And I'm not gay, you know. But I mean, again, I want to be the man in the driver's seat. I don't want to be the passenger. I want to be the man in the driver's seat. But yeah, I think that's all my points for today about love bugs. Um Again, like love bugs, just disgusting, despicable creatures that practice self-harm and premarital sex and just sexual indecency, having sex in public. Isn't that a sin? I don't know. Probably, most likely, but just man, love bugs are just probably one of the worst animals on earth. Probably second to mosquitoes. Mosquitoes transmit diseases. Like why would he do that? But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Other than this is gonna be what I try to do more. You know, I kind of don't want to just do siege only, because if I do siege only, then this channel would just dry up, like for the past 4 months. So I just want to keep doing these videos. They're easy, especially this week. I'm busy this week, so like these videos don't even take much time to make. All I have to do is literally record a video, or if I'm really lazy, I could literally just reuse this Pixel 3D footage for every commentary that I ever make. But yeah, and I don't want to just do commentary. Obviously I'm gonna do like other games. Again, non-siege videos. I didn't specify commentary videos, but I mean, as far as that goes, that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, if I follow this upload schedule, then I'm pretty much never gonna run out of content, and I'm gonna start trying to integrate like TikTok and Instagram, try to get my name out there, and yeah, that's pretty much really it. And I think I'm coming back to Clip Champ. Maybe maybe I'll use both Clipchamp and DaVinci Resolve. I just, with DaVinci Resolve, the voiceover is cut for some reason. It's just cut towards the end of the video, or the end of the voiceover, which is something I'm just not a fan of. But not just that, Clipchamp is also like, I'm pretty decent at Clipchamp, and I can, that also means I could do stuff faster. Like, I'll be honest, DaVinci Resolve, is definitely not as user friendly as Clipchamp. Um, but yeah, that's all I really have to say. Um, with Clipchamp, I also can definitely pump out a ton of shorts. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys learned something new. I want to keep challenging your thoughts, because I think this was a good question, or a good prompt or whatever. Um, I want to challenge your guys' thinking, your guys' brain capacity, because the government wants us to think less. They want to push shorts down. They want to push TikToks down in our throats and have our attention span worse than a goldfish's attention span. I'll be honest, like, I don't watch TikTok. I watch YouTube Shorts, so I think that's a little bit better. Um, you know, with TikTok, with TikTok, people are probably already having worse attention span compared to goldfishes. But me, I'm probably on par with the goldfish. You TikTokers are probably worse than a goldfish in terms of attention span. But yeah, I think that's all I really had to say. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.